Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, subjects and visitors of all ages, welcome to another episode of Creative Engineering. I'm the King, sucking on the ice, and let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Creative Engineering. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to our YouTube subs, to my followers on YouTube who've pushed us up to 124. Yes! We are almost halfway to our next YouTube subscriber goal, which is 100, and we're one Rumble follower away from our first YouTube Rumble milestone of 10. So, if you like what you're seeing, and you're on Rumble, consider following the channel. And if you're on YouTube and you also enjoy what you're seeing, please do consider subscribing. But with that being said, let's get to the meat of what we're going to be doing in today's episode. Oh yes, I tamed a kitty between episodes. Its actual name is Kitty. But today we're going to be working on the refinery, and it will be able to turn the plant oil and the ethanol that we've crafted over the last 2 episodes into biodiesel. So we'll be able to output biodiesel to the thing. It's a bit of a big multi-block, but it's actually good. And well, I'll grab the stuff that we need to do it and to build it, and then we'll see you over at the building site. So, see you in a few minutes. Hey folks, I'm back and I've got all the stuff we need. So let's get started with the setup. So, let's see here. I'm gonna go. Okay, so we're going to need this. We're going to need these, we're going to need that, probably some pipes too, probably. Now we need to figure out where the middle of this is going to be. So that's where the middle of it is going to go. Okay, so I guess I'll go right here. That means that goes there. Probably gotta put that up top. But we go not there. Nope, that's wrong. That. Then we put the pipe in between them. And that's the first level. Okay. We're probably gonna need that redstone block for the next level. Let's see here. Yep. So we go light in the back. Oh, and we're going to need some. Once again, it's light there, redstone there, heavy there, which we gotta click on. We don't need the pipes for the moment. We are going to need these. And then the next layer up. Yep, we just finished. We just put the rest of these. Now we'll be able to form it. These, of course, are for the tank for the fuel. Oh, and we're going to need levers to actually control the output of these. They don't work if they don't have output, by the way. I'll do that, and to create this create the refinery multi-block, you right-click with your hammer onto this heavy engineering block. Chemical processing. There we go. I should have put it the other way because this is the output. So let me break this. We're also going to have to move these to the other side. reason these things are so flexible. Because we want the heavy ones on this, because we want the output on this side. Which means we gotta put the heavies here. The redstone block goes there. And we do the lights on this side. That's something I messed up. But it's a minor mess up in my humble opinion. There we go. Now the way we do this is we connect the pipes to these input sides to let the fluid flow in. Although I'm not going to switch on the levers yet. Okay, so power goes up there. We're going to have to connect a cable, of course. And then put a card in. Power it up. We'll do the power... we'll do the power right here for this, probably. I'll figure out how to connect it up to over there, to there. And this is the output. Well, I'm going to be putting my pump, which I set up, of course, right here. And then I could use the hammer right here to set that to be input, and this to be output. So that way we can set it up to build a tank for the fluids. Where's my... Of course, and of course, gotta put all that on there with card and export energy. And of course, we're gonna power that from the back as we always do, and put the lever, of course, on the front. This also can be redstone controlled, I think. Let me take a look around here. Yes, it can, right here. Although I don't know if it needs to be redstone controlled. I think that's a negative, but you can, I think, right click with the hammer to change this. Or was it left click? I forget. I think it can be redstone controlled, but I'm not exactly 100% certain. Don't quote me on that. Anyways, I want to set up the tank itself to hold the things before I do the power. Of course, you see me do the tank, so I'll come back when the tank is built and connected, and I'll show you how to connect, how I'm going to be connecting it up, and I'll tell you how it works. Okay, folks, I'm back. The tank is built and connected. The pump's turned on, but now we need to connect up the power. Then I'll turn on the fuel flow, and I'll explain how it works. So let's see here. We're gonna go. That. I think that's a little bit too much actually, so we're gonna go like that. This one we'll do here, I think. And we connect that up. See, this is right here. Ooh, perfect. And then we can connect this up. Let me see here. One more over. I think we go like this. Yep, boom. We can connect it to that line right there. Perfect. Of course, I'll first connect up the... I want this one to be connected up first because, well, it's in my... Well, actually, I need to do that last, but I need to run the cable this way. So, see, actually, I can do this. No, I can escape out back there, so I can start this in. Oh. Except for where? I think it's there. Let me see here. Yeah, it is. So... there we go. The power is connected now. Good. Now we just need to connect up the power for the pump. I'll turn that off since we don't need that. There we go. And we can... There. Power is connected to everything. But this isn't running because I haven't yet turned on the plant oil and the ethanol tanks. Once these are on, this will start producing biodiesel. So we simply flip the levers to let the fluid flow out the flow down, and boom, this should be producing. Oh, we gotta turn this on maybe. Let's see here. Okay, it's got power. Well, ooh, does it need a catalyst? Let's see, but I forgot, it might need a catalyst. So let's take a look. I might need to export a catalyst here. I did not expect that. That, I think, has changed, so let's see here. Biodiesel. Let's see here. Yes, we need nitrate dust, which is a 50% drop when crushing sand. When crushing sandstone. So I'm going to have to set up a craft for sandstone and export it to a crusher to produce nitrate dust. And then we can export the nitrate dust to here. So I did not expect that to change. I totally forgot about the nitrate dust. So we're going to need nitrate dust. So we're going to need sandstone. We get 50% of the sand back when we crush it. But we still gotta whip up a crusher. So, and then I gotta figure out where I'm going to export that to, because there's no item input hatch. I don't see an item input hatch here. Does the catalyst get used up is the question. I mean, it works as bone meal in the thing, but I don't know if it gets used up. That's the question. So we're going to, I'll have to set up a crusher, folks, and set up a craft for that. You might have to do that too. So, but folks, I'll be right back while I do that. Okay, folks, if this works, I'm not saying it's going to work, but I'm hoping it does. That this will become quite the important project. That's 1, 2, 4, good, and then I can go 1, 2, 3. Yep, perfect. So I can put my importer here and stick a cable on it. I want to do import all items, and then I want to I think I could dig this way and get a cable. Yes, good, I can. So we can get this all hooked up. Good. I've already set the sandstone thing in the recipe to how to make sandstone in the thing. Well, I'm going to have to configure that to craft it if necessary. So, okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to go craft. We'll go check mark. There we go. That should, in theory, have it crafting. I mean, I'm not exactly 100% certain it will, but that's how the logic reads. Ooh, I'm gonna need more cables. Okay, so I'll just quickly craft 21 more. That'll give me 63 more cables. It's quite fast, you know. And, well, there. If I'm right, that should export more sandstone to there. Yeah, okay, looks like I'm wrong, so obviously my goal is to find out why I'm wrong. Why it's not crafting sandstone. Export item, variable sandstone. There is a recipe for it, so maybe I turn off the craft. Let's try that. Does this have power? It doesn't have power either. Okay. Export energy. There's no energy coming in. Okay, so let's see. Why is it not? Let's go find out why it's not. Ah, it's not connected properly. That's why. That would explain things. That explains things quite a bit. There we go. Okay, so this, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna turn on craft and see if that does it. Yes, it is. Good, good, good. Which means, if I go up here and go over one and connect this to there, and then use the hammer, we should start it seeing producing the nitrate dust that we need. And is it exporting to here? Export item, nitrate dust. It is not exporting the nitrate dust. That means that's a wrong spot for it to go. Okay, we might have to do this manually if that's the case. But this should start producing fluid. Start producing, hopefully. I mean, it's redstone. Ooh, maybe the redstone signal? Ooh, the redstone signal turns it off. Okay. I'll just have to see how long that nitrate dust lasts, because we might have to do something about that. I've definitely got a drawer that I want to throw into main storage for this, because obviously a storage for nitrate, since this is not exporting the way I thought it would, we can just safely remove that. There we go. Instead, we'll put the nitrate dust in by hand. Oh, just means I gotta check this on a regular basis. But we are getting biodiesel, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I'll set up a storage thing for nitrate dust in my main storage off camera, but other than that, I'd say this is pretty much done and ready to go, folks. So that's how you pretty much semi-automate the production of biodiesel, folks, from plant oil and ethanol, folks. If you if you enjoyed the episode, folks, please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing / following. And well, I'll see you next time for another episode of Creative Engineering. Until then, folks, my name is Ice. Goodbye.